Hello again everyone, Marcus here. I review stuff. Today I'm reviewing the song So Cruel by U2. As usual, this song comes to you as a request from one of my viewers, so if you want to get your song reviewed, just do what they did. Leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to add it to my list. So I've heard a few songs from U2, songs like New Year's Day, Sunday Bloody Sunday, Where the Streets Have No Name, I think is what it's called. A lot of their popular singles, a lot of their singles that got a lot of like radio play. I've heard all those, I believe, but I don't think I've heard this one. So somewhat familiar with U2 style, at least again, like their more popular radio friendly singles. But with that, let's jump into this song. Again, So Cruel, U2, here we go.
Across the line, who pushed you over? It doesn't matter to you, it matters to me. We're good adrift, but still floating. I'm only hanging on to watch you go down, my love. I disappeared in you, you disappeared from me. I gave you everything you ever wanted. It wasn't what you wanted. The men who love you, you hate the most. They pass right through you like a ghost. They look for you, but your spirit is in the air. Baby, you're nowhere. You're so cruel. Desperation is a tender trap. It gets you every time. You put your lips to her lips to stop the lie. Her skin is pale like God's only dove. Screams like an angel for your love. Then she makes you watch her from above. And you need her like a drug. You're so cruel. She wears my love like a see-through dress. Her lips say one thing, her movement something else. Oh, love, like a screaming flower. Love, dying every hour. You don't know if it's fear or desire. You're so cruel.
I gotta say, I like that a lot. And I think the thing that I think sticks out to me the most when I think of what I liked about it was how layered the song was. You know, it starts out with essentially just that like piano, drums, bass, and then the vocals. But that is, as the song goes on, you hear like strings, you hear guitar, you hear just so many different things. It really was a satisfying build-up as the song progressed. And again, you keep getting these new layers every so often throughout the song that I think just made it so enjoyable to listen to. Vocally, it's fantastic. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. Let's break it down piece by piece like we always do, of course, starting with those lyrics. Now, it does say here in the About section that track 6 on, I don't actually know how to say that, Achtung Baby, So Cruel, has only been played live 4 times, all during the Zoo TV tour. Robert Hilburn, one of U2's early backers and a critic for the Los Angeles Times, believed the track to be one of the band's best ever, describing it as pulsating and accusatory. According to this article, So Cruel was developed acoustically with guitarist The Edge playing an acoustic guitar, bassist Adam Clayton playing an acoustic bass, and drummer Larry Mullen Jr. playing a bodhran? Not sure how to pronounce that either. Bassist Amy Clayton credits studio trickery with taking the song from a middling acoustic song to where it is on the record. Sound engineer Flood did a couple of treatments to the track that utterly transformed it. He keyed Clayton's bass with the bodhran, a traditional Irish instrument, which gave it a much more bubbly, offbeat feel. Nice. Flood said, I think the way we shifted around the rhythm was very important. The bassist played, but in the studio we doctored it to change the emphasis of where the bass line lay. That turned it into something that had a more unique feel about it, meshed against the song. Cool. Yeah, a lot of thought went into building this one out. That's awesome. All right, so let's look at those lyrics. We crossed the line, who pushed who over. It doesn't matter to you, it matters to me. We're cut adrift but still floating. I'm only hanging on to watch you go down, my love. I disappeared in you, you disappeared from me. I gave you everything you ever wanted, it wasn't what you wanted. The men who love you, you hate the most. They pass right through you like a ghost. They look for you, but your spirit is in the air. Baby, you're nowhere. So yeah, I mean, just so far from what I'm reading, it sounds like sort of a doomed relationship, right? Where maybe the other person wasn't open to love, right? And so it becomes this thing that one person is giving it all they've got, but the other person doesn't know how to receive or reciprocate that. It's kind of how I'm reading it. And then, oh, love, you say in love there are no rules. Oh, love, sweetheart, you're so cruel. Desperation is a tender trap. It gets you every time you put your lips to her lips. I love that. What a great line. Desperation is a tender trap. It gets you every time you put your lips to her lips. To stop the lie, her skin is pale like God's only dove, screams like an angel for your love. Then she makes you watch her from above, and you need her like a drug. So again, that feeling, like he says, like a drug, or like desperate, like an addict, for example, like just has to have her, and maybe she doesn't feel the same way. Oh, love, you say in love there are no rules. Oh, love, sweetheart, you're so cruel. She wears my love like a see-through dress. Her lips say one thing, her movements something else. Oh, love, like a screaming flower, love dying every hour. Ah, you don't know if it's fear or desire, danger, the drug that takes you higher. Head of heaven, fingers in the mire. Her heart is racing, you can't keep up. The night is bleeding like a cut between the horses of love and lust. We are trampled underfoot. Oh, love, you say in love there are no rules. Oh, love, sweetheart, you're so cruel. Oh, love, to stay with you, I'd be a fool. Oh, sweetheart, you're so cruel. So yeah, I think again, lyrically to me, it reads as someone being just desperately in love, and the other person not feeling the same way. And so again, that person, it's like, damn, you're so cruel to sort of lead me on this way and make me feel this way, and then not reciprocate that, right? So I love the way that this was written lyrically. I could see how it would really work as like an acoustic ballad or an acoustic song, but I really like what they did with it here. Regardless, lyrically, this song was, I think, really well written. Some really great lines in there. I'm gonna give it 2 big thumbs up for the lyricism. As far as the instrumentation and vocals go, again, I liked the vocal style in this one quite a bit. I mean, I think it was soulful. It had a lot of great emotion. It was sung in a way that really, I think, nailed the point that they were making in the lyrics. So really appreciated that. Instrumentally, like I said, right when the song ended, there were a lot of really great layers. Again, you have that piano kind of chord, that piano note throughout that just sort of repeats and kind of keeps you grounded as these other layers are happening. You can always pick up that sort of same piano throughout, which I really appreciated. And it was a nice little catchy like tune from that piano. But again, they layered in so much where, again, you start with the piano, you add in the drums, you add in the bass, you add in the vocals. But as the song goes on, you hear some acoustic guitar, you hear some strings, you hear maybe there was that one instrument that they mentioned in the about section. You kind of hear probably some of that built in. I don't actually know what that instrument sounds like, so I'm guessing it was in there somewhere. But you hear all these different instruments as the song goes on, and it just keeps the song interesting. Because again, it does have a somewhat repetitive like drum and bass and piano, but it doesn't get old because again, they bring in just all these different layers throughout the song. So really enjoyable instrumentally and vocally. I'm giving it 2 big thumbs up there as well. And as far as replay value, honestly, this is as good, if not better, than just about every U2 song I've heard. And again, I've only heard songs that I've enjoyed because I guess it's their singles, right? But I guess what I'm trying to say is I've enjoyed every U2 song I've ever heard, so I'm not trying to put down any other U2 songs. But again, this one I think is just as good, if not better, than anything I've heard. So yeah, really enjoyed this one. Gonna definitely give it a second listen and probably many more. 2 big thumbs up for replay value. Thank you so much for the excellent request. Thank you for the person who requested this. As always, if you enjoyed the music, go support the artists, go listen to their music wherever you can, and if you enjoyed what you saw here on the channel today, consider supporting the channel by liking and subscribing, commenting, you know, all the normal stuff that you do on YouTube. You can also check the description if you'd like to follow me on Twitch, TikTok, or Instagram. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.